Okay, what up ladies and gents, it's your favorite Asian robot right here. Hopefully your favorite official content creator, the First Descendant. And today, what we're gonna go through is the filters for reactors, external components, weapons, all that kind of stuff. I know many of you guys have asked me to explain, how we use the new filter system and things like that. And I said, okay, fair enough. I worked it out over the past few days, tested a few systems myself, and now I'm going to present everything that I've learned and, share it with you guys so that you can apply it as you go through your farming and all that kind of stuff. So let's get started, shall we? Before we start, let me say that for those of you who want to support the channel, please do register me as your content creator, okay? Link is in the description of the video. But before we get into anything, I do have to talk about the shapes of the reactors. So a lot of people have talked about this. Let me remove my cam and let's go in. Okay, so as you guys know, excuse me, reactors have different shapes. What do these shapes mean? The shape of the reactor refers to the type of skill that they boost. So if you look under the skill power boost ratio, these star-shaped reactors, okay, they boost tech skill powers. You see, this is fire tech, this is non-attribute tech, this is chill and tech. You can see that under skill power boost ratio, chill tech. So the symbol on the front shows you the element of the reactor, and the shape of the reactor is changed based on what type of skill it boosts. Triangle is for dimension, the diamond shaped is singular, and the round shape is fusion. All right, so these are the four types of skill, of four types of skills in the game, the skill type, yeah, and the four shapes of the reactors that you can encounter. Why did they choose this system? Because now it's a lot excuse me, easier to tell at a glance. Like just by looking at this inventory without even hovering over any of the reactors, I can see that I've got a chill singular right here. Okay, I've got a chill dimension right here, chill tech right here. I have a non-attribute fusion, which is here. Okay, I've got the non-attribute tech, a lightning fusion, electric fusion. So I was called lightning, but electric fusion, and so on and so forth. So this helps you guys determine what kind of reactor you have. Now for external components, they've also changed the shape, but this shape refers to the general components only. That means components that say defense support memory and are not part of set. Why? Every set component has its own unique look, and the set components do not change their base stat. So for example, Slayer auxiliary power always rolls defense. How do you check the base stat of an auxiliary external component? Under external info, external components, if you were to type in, say, auxiliary power, just as an example, it'll show you all of them here, right? For the Hungry Sonic set, it only rolls defense. Volcanic only rolls defense. Frozen Heart only rolls max shield. Bravery only rolls max shield. Venom Essence only rolls max shield. You can see the base stat roll of any of these components right here from Access Info. So you know what you're going to get. Therefore, for set components, they don't need the coding that shows HP auxiliary support or defense support memory, that kind of thing. So sets will always look the same, okay? All right. These are the visual changes that recently happened in the game, so if anyone is confused by this, now you understand the visual changes. But what about the filters? How do you actually apply the new filter system? I'm going to go stage by stage, and I'm going to start with weapons, then I'll go through reactors, then I'll go through external components, okay? So let's get started with that. All right, going over to the weapons side. When it says filter all its junk, you can set up your filters here for weapons, reactors, and external components. I'm going to go through each one at a time. When it comes to weapons, all right, there are no additional options, things like that, which is fair enough. But what I always do for my weapons is I set it to rare tier and lower, and weapons with enhanced unique ability should be excluded. This prevents any chance of you deleting a upgraded ultimate weapon. If you were to set it as ultimate tier and lower, you will delete your ultimate weapons when you junk this. So make sure this is set to rare tier and lower, okay? When you set it to rare tier and lower, it will automatically junk any purple weapons that are not favorited, all right? If you try and register an item as favorites, now you can set it up with whatever symbol. Honest to God, I don't really care. The symbols don't have any impact. It's just for those people that, you know, they like to color code sets or whatever. Me, I just use the heart symbol for anything I want to favorite. Anything that is not favorited though and is a purple weapon, I will usually junk. So if I were to filter right now, oops, sorry, let me unregister this one. If I were to filter, then all of these would be selected, all right? Why do I do it this way? Because for most of these, I have already gotten a proficiency level of 40. For any weapon that I have not yet had the time to get it to level 40, I leave it favorited and in my inventory. The only exception is the Tamer, which I did some work on. It was my starter weapon. I don't feel like getting rid of this, so I'll leave this permanently in my inventory. It only takes up one slot. But yes, the rest of these are just, excuse me, items that are either part of sets or that I have reached proficiency 44 and am not eager to get rid of. All right, and anything that is favorited are items that I have not reached proficiency level 44 or that I'm not eager to get rid of. So in this particular case, for the Death Roar, right, this is level 40 already. I mostly use the Vestigial, so I'll just unregister this. And if I were to select all as junk, then now this will be included in the junk. All right. So this is basically it for your weapon filters. There is nothing fantastic or special. I even have 2 blue weapons here, which I still have in level to 40. So one quick summary again. All you want to do is set your weapon tier to rare or lower. Make sure that you exclude the enhanced unique ability, and weapon level should be 100. This means that as you go through dungeons, you want to quick delete weapons, just go. Unless you've got weapons that you're farming for and you haven't leveled to maximum proficiency, farm that weapon, pick one copy, favorite it, and then you can delete the rest, okay? So this is how my weapon filters work. Let's go over to reactors. Now, the reactor and external component filters are a little bit more complex, all right? But here are what my settings look like, and I'm going to go through them one by one. So please follow along. If you forget things later on, don't worry, but you can always rewatch the video. All right. Okay, same system as weapons. If I have a reactor that I'm using on a particular character, I keep it in my inventory or storage, and I put a heart symbol on it. I can use whatever symbol I want, but I choose not to use any other symbol because the heart symbol is simplest. All right. I don't need to worry about what goes where. I have a good idea enough already. All right. So I just use the heart symbol. When it comes to other reactors that you get along the way, the best way to use your filters, okay, is to ensure that the reactor tier says ultimate or lower. This will allow you to also delete the gold reactors when farming them that do not have the roles you want. For reactor level, please set it to 100, okay, unless you have a need to get lower level reactors, it's up to you, okay? So I always set this to 100. Enhanced reactor should be excluded from dismantling. Why? This means that any reactor that you have enhanced, you see the 2 red dots here, it means I've enhanced it twice. Any reactor that you have enhanced at the weapons workbench will be excluded from the filter. So you must make sure to exclude enhanced reactors. All right. Now, option filter settings. If you put unused, it means that you will not use any of these settings below. So that means these settings are pointless. Always set this to use. If you set it to use, it means it will use whatever you designate here. Now, all of these are the potential roles on your reactor. Okay, when target farming, you will have to set these manually. I will show you my filters first because when I'm not target farming, when I'm farming in general, I only care about gold rolls. So what do? I set it to rare tier and lower. And any reactor that does not have a gold roll, if I press shift right now, take note that only 2 got designated as junk. Why? These 2 do not have gold rolls. The others have gold rolls. So what I do is when I'm farming in general and I'm not target farming anything, I'll set it like this. This way, anything that doesn't have a gold roll immediately gets targeted. Now, unfortunately, there's no way to set 2 gold rolls as your filter. All right. So you can't really, well, actually you can, but you might have a very, very wide range at the end of the day. And even then, if just one of these is a gold roll, it will not delete that. So what I usually do to save myself time and trouble is I just set it like this. But what do you do when you're target farming? What do you do when you're farming one particular reactor with one particular set of stats? Okay, I'm going to explain target farming right now. Let me remove these first. Let's say that I'm looking for, okay. Let's say that I am looking for a character that has a, just to use this, I know this is not a dimension-based reactor, but let's say I'm looking for a dimension skill power boost reactor, right? With attack on Colossus. How would I set up my filters for that? Okay, to set up my filters for something like that, I would set this to gold. All right, and then this will help me delete anything that has all of these roles except for, I would scroll down to dimension, exclude dismantling. All right, dimension skill power boost, excluded. And then attack, additional skill attack when attacking Colossus, excluded. Then I would apply this. Okay, now when I designate all as junk, anything without either one of those two will be designated as junk. This one has skill cooldown, but it's not what I'm looking for, so designated as junk. This one is like additional skill attack when attacking Order of Truth. Not what I'm looking for, designated as junk. However, take note here, Dimension Skill Power Boost. Although it's purple, this one includes it. Dimension Skill Power Boost purple, Dimension Skill Power Boost gold. What happens if I only want a gold roll of that when target farming? What you would do is you would set this to rare. Okay, so additional skill attack. Let's say I also want that gold. I will set this to rare. Apply. Now, let's try again. Filter all as junk. Take note, 2 additional reactors were chosen. Dimension Skill Power Boost purple, Dimension Skill Power Boost purple. But this one that has Dimension Skill Power Boost gold was excluded. All right? This is how you can set up your target farming. If you're looking for something that has a gold roll attack versus Colossus, set this filter to rare, and then you can just designate all as junk, and off you go. Same with Dimension Skill Power Boost. Like let's say I also want a Fire Skill Power Boost. I might set that to rare, and then this way you can hunt for perfect gold rolls for whatever you want using these filters. All right. Take note that the option tiers will be set to custom. But if you're just going in general, what I normally do is I just set it to rare tier and lower, and I manually filter out the gold rolls myself, because sometimes you might have something with only a purple roll, but it might still be better than what you have for that particular character. So on the off chance, I keep my rolls like this, okay? So that should fully explain to you how to handle your reactor filtering. Now I don't need any of these, so goodbye. Okay, external components. Now, external components are pretty much the same thing. But when it comes to external components, if you want to filter, what I tend to do for my external components is I will set these to, again, rare tier and lower, ultimate tier and lower, but I exclude anything with a set effect. So this means that I manually take a look at Slayer sets, things like this. If you already have a pretty perfected set, then what you can do is you can include external components with set effects. This means that any external components with set effects but no gold rolls will be taken into account. All right, I leave the choice up to you. For now, I exclude them because there are not that many that drop, and I'm not hardcore boss farming. If I was hardcore boss farming, I would probably include this and then set up the filters that I want. So whatever it is that I needed on those components, I can adjust. So let's say I want one that has consumable drop rate, increase modifier, or max HP. I can set this as gold. It's practically the same thing. All right, there's no difference between what you do here and the reactors. Just choose the options you want, set it to the tier list that you want. So if you want a gold roll, set this to purple. So all purple rolls will be dismantled, but gold rolls will be kept safe. All right. If you're unsure, then just set it as rare tier and lower. This way you won't lose any gold rolls. So here we go. Let's try it now. None of these have gold rolls, so these were all designated. Instantly deleted. This one has a gold roll, so I check it. HP recovery modifier, maybe I'm not so interested in this, so I junk that right now. Also, this has a set effect, so it would not be selected no matter what. Even if I were to set, because this one is, now if I put this as exclude, right? Set this to gold, okay? Take note that this is not designated. Doesn't matter how many times I designate all its junk, it won't be designated. Why? It is a set. It is part of a set. So this is why when I'm doing general farming, I usually exclude anything with a set effect and set this to rare tier and lower. All right. So of course, if you decide you don't need this, then bada bing, bada boom, it's gone. Okay. That literally brings us to the end of this demonstration. You have now learned how to use your filters at any time. All right. For your reactors, for your external components, for your weapons. If you are target farming something, for example, you're target farming your reactor, please set up your filters in accordance and then go do your target farming for an hour or two. You will save so much time. If you are, say, looking for external components, do the same thing. All right. Otherwise, you can keep them in their general settings. What are their general settings? We'll go through them one more time. For weapons, the general setting is rare tier and lower. Exclude any weapons with an enhanced unique ability. Do not ever include this, all right? For reactors, I set it as ultimate tier and lower because there are a lot of gold reactors. Exclude any enhanced reactors and use the designated options, rare tier and lower, all right? Any rare tier and lower reactors, gone. Any reactors with gold rolls will be, you have to dismantle it manually. For external components, ultimate tier and lower, level 100, exclude set effects, dismantle all designated options, use rare tier and lower, all right? Anything with a gold roll will be preserved. And these are the general settings. Modify them as you wish, okay? Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope it was informative. I hope it helps you out. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to support the channel by registering as a channel supporter, all right? Link is in the video description. And now, we have to thank some of our top supporters. So, starting right at the top. Now, it is a new month of September, so we have changed up our listing of our top people. September's top supporter list is looking a little bare right now because we only got 2, but our top tipper is CG Mayhem. Thank you so much for the lovely tip. And our top super chatter is Sir Tommy Gunn at 65. Thank you so much. We don't have any top channel membership gifters, or the list is not really populated right now. If you want to get on this list and be thanked in my videos for a month, then basically come by the stream, show a little love, and there you go. It's up to you. It's optional. Okay. Now. For our top tier channel members, now these are the folks keeping everything running. All right, sorry, I have to shrink down the list a bit because can't fit them all in. All right. Vegas Moxie, Arcane Silver, CG Mayhem, Death Dawning 982, Haza, Jose, Princess Star, Track Hoodie. Thank you guys so much as Plus Ultra fans. I appreciate you guys so much. And of course, BVS Fang, George Tishon, and Nisk at the Only Fan level. Thank you guys so much. You guys are amazing. I appreciate you guys. All right, thank you for keeping this channel running. And I'll see you guys on the next one, okay? Don't do anything weird while I'm gone, and enjoy your filters. I'll see you on the evening show. Bye!